Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KF Podcast. This is the Godzilla 2 King of the Monsters review. Does I get that right?
Close enough.
F it. It's better than the movie. What? All right. I want to say thank you for listening. If you just stumbled across us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com and at KF Podcast and all your other social media. At the KF Podcast, all your other social media needs.
Wants and desires.
Yes. It's a movie day, so Lance is here.
Yay.
Boo.
And Justin, myself, Brock, Dawn, and we're gonna trash a movie about monsters, radioactive things.
Are we doing any kind of non-spoiler in this, or are we just diving right in?
I already gave my non-spoiler review. It sucks.
Okay.
It's the shits.
I guess we'll just jump right into what, Justin?
Spoilers!
There you go. Well, Ken, start us off.
It sucked.
Is that it?
Millie Bobby Brown Thornton was, I don't know, it just wasn't good. Humans sucked. All the other stuff was good. Bingo.
Brock?
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I would compare this to Dawn, Don't Hate Me, a Transformers movie. It was 80% human bullshit story and 20% good monsters fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not well put together.
Yeah.
I agree.
Your
I actually
thoughts?
think I might have dozed off a couple times because it was so boring.
It was really
Oh,
boring.
I was
Human
so
flesh was so
exhausted.
boring.
And it didn't really make sense either. Like, they just kept bouncing around all these different places and accomplishing absolutely nothing.
No.
Well, and the mother's heel turn was just ridiculous.
Are we going too far? So we start at the beginning and just work our way back.
We'll start at the beginning. So there was... the first movie is 2014.
Okay.
This movie's 5 years later. Monarch in those 5 years has been pretty busy.
Right. Yeah.
Because they have secret hidden bases
All over the
that they
place.
put up everywhere.
And then they got
were like
tired of
Cobra
them.
with putting up those
Yeah.
bases. I mean, some they retired. They
Yeah.
had so many bases. And
In
they
5
were,
years.
Yeah, in 5 years. They were really cool. I mean, how you made that one under the ice where you dig around an ice block of a monster and you build cool elevators and lights behind it and the whole 9 yards.
How
you
you
know.
cap a volcano.
You cap a volcano. Like, it was so over-the-top nonsense, I felt, with Monarch from the beginning.
I'm fine with over the top nonsense from an agency, but in 5 years, that's lofty goals for an agency to do all of that.
I didn't like that they found them that easily.
Or were they doing that since King Kong?
I was going to say, I was thinking they've been doing it since King Kong.
But it
because-
didn't seem like they knew the monsters in the first movie. Like, the first two that popped up, whatever they were called.
Mutos?
Mutos. I was called Mew and Mewtwo or whatever. But those ones, like, they just found those during that movie, and then they were like, oh, they had one captured in a
Right.
vault, but then the other one they didn't aware of. I didn't think they knew about Monster Zero and Mothra and all these other people in the
Well, they did say in this movie Monster Zero was new, that they just found them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and they also alluded that they were working, the husband and wife were working on this project before Godzilla.
Okay.
When the attack happened.
Yeah.
Now, maybe one of you can explain it to me, but I didn't really understand what they had a synthesizer that made monster sounds.
It was like
They just-
dolphins.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that
That's why I called it orca.
these titans,
Oh, look at you.
these titans communicate somehow. And the only way they communicate is they communicate.
Snapchat. Sorry.
Well, no, it is
What's through
it-
high-pitched sounds.
low
dolphins.
frequency, but yeah, it's frequencies, yeah. And the idea is that based on the frequencies, they could make them do different things.
Which, to me, is so goofy of a plot device. Like,
It's reminiscent of like how bees like talk to people in the hive, how ants communicate.
because the
It's a whole
guy
herd thing.
wants to build it, then he like instantly regret it. Like, you got to destroy that. It's too powerful of a weapon. Well, what the f did you build it for in the first place? Then,
Well,
what do you
he-
think it was going to do?
Well, no, he originally built it. He and the wife apparently started it to actually talk to whales and
Yeah.
to actually
Get them
figure
away
out.
from the seashore.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
protect. So there was a lot of or humans suck and are destroying the Earth kind of shit.
Pretty
going
much.
on- going on. It's
But
true.
but that's the basis of every Godzilla movie.
Well, that's the basis of almost every movie today is humans suck.
Even Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman, all that stuff.
But I mean,
Shit, I was waiting for Aquaman to show up in this movie.
It is Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
but historically, Godzilla came out of Japan and their fear of the bomb and how nuclear power was going to ruin the world.
Right.
So this is just sort of a continuation of that theme.
Okay. So then we had the mom's heel turn, and her whole she hires the oldest Lannister guy to come and I didn't understand his thing. Like he's a mercenary for hire. He's an eco terrorist.
So
He hates people that destroy the environment, and he wants to it was just a goof. It was it sounded like something right out of G.I. Joe, something that they would make up, the Eco Force.
I think it was a better plan than Thanos's, by the way, to rebuild the Earth.
Well, Thanos wasn't trying to rebuild the Earth.
He's trying to destroy it. Or
He wasn't trying to destroy it.
He was just trying to balance it. He didn't want to.
Yeah, he was trying to kill half of all the creatures so that the resources that were left.
And wasn't that the same thing this woman tried to do, but she used monsters instead of a gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Trying to kill
Did
a
she
whole bunch of
really
people.
want to bring balance, or did she want to avenge the death of her son?
No, she wanted to bring balance.
I feel
She
she claimed that.
She was so okay with murdering most of the population,
Except for
but then when her daughter was gonna get, and then she had a change of heart.
Yeah.
She was so stupid. It was so like you said, it was so boring.
Yeah.
It's all them talking. I'm like, this is boring. Can we get to you're there to see monsters fight.
I was also a little. I hate the little plot device where the kid magically breaks through 4 levels of security and
Yeah.
steals someone's badge to
Knows
run
how to
in.
work it too.
oh yeah.
Remember, she stole the device and knew how to work it and operate it.
Right.
My kids can't microwave chicken nuggets for themselves. But they're gonna learn how to operate that device. Get the hell
Yeah,
outta here.
and she's taking it to Fenway Park to hook up to their massive audio system. We can't even get a friggin' soundboard and 4 microphones.
Yeah,
for it.
exactly.
That's because Dawn's involved.
Yeah.
We can't get the microphones to work through here, but she can get the Orca device to hook up to the audio equipment.
And there's no security or anything there.
No, there's
No,
no.
she was in line and just went meh and just kept walking.
Well, yeah,
past.
there was military people directing you to get on those helicopter things, and then she
Yeah.
just goes,
Of all the places to sneak up to the top of the building, why would you start in the field? There's no. You have to go back out to the
she
outside.
just walked around, and there's a conveniently open door. She went right underneath.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
She's the worst.
Her acting was very disappointing.
Her acting was really disappointing.
She
It
didn't
was
have
really bad.
a line that had more than 3 words in it the entire movie.
I'll let her slide because she's a child, but the mother was horrible.
Yeah.
The close up of the mother's face on 4 monitors while she's telling her thing.
And where did she get the cut-ins of the videos?
She had a little preview package.
Yeah,
built.
she did. She goes,
Yeah, PowerPoint.
yeah.
This was straight out of a Bond movie.
It was so goofy where you're like,
Yeah.
look, I'm going to tell them my plan. Can you put together a quick little PowerPoint of showing pollution? Just keep it simple.
I don't work for you. I work for Old Man Lannister.
4 slides. Oh, that's good. Pollution, corruption.
Or the movie
No,
day.
that would be your job in any
Yeah.
organization.
Let me get busy on it. Let me get on Google.
You would have done the one with the monsters mating.
Oh yeah, the monsters mating. It was just so goofy that she had a little slide presentation. I'm gonna put myself talking very slow on 4
Look,
screens.
I'm calling you to let you know everything that you need to know as
Yeah.
a convenient plot device.
I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. And then I can't remember his name, but we'll just call him Tyrion Lannister or whatever, or
Yeah, no,
Tyrion Lannister.
I forget his name already.
He's just like, are you done telling him everything that he?
that was a great line. It's like, why are you giving him the whole plan? My whole diabolical plan is ruined.
I just don't understand why he was aligned with her and he was okay with it. Like him and his whole
Because he is
military
an
group.
eco-terrorist.
But obviously those guys are all probably hired. You paid them all. They're destroying the earth, and then
Jonah Allen.
they're gonna be like, I'm gonna pay you.
Was
guys.
that his name
Don't
in the
worry."
movie?
That's his
or-
name in the movie.
Jonah.
Charles Dance is his real name.
Charles Dance.
Just Dance. Charles Dance.
So all that was very, very, very goofy. What about the whole wait? I did like that Monster Zero or Ghidorah was an alien. At least they did that.
Yeah.
They got that right. He was cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The regenerating of the head was cool.
Besides the apocalyptic storm that followed him everywhere.
Ken hates Apocalypse Dust, and apparently now he hates Apocalypse Storm
Yeah, they're dumb.
because they're very much similar.
I like the woolly mammoth guy that didn't have a name.
I did too.
He was good.
That's
He's just kind of walking around, knocking down buildings with his tusks. Not really too violent.
Like, I feel like that was like Akron, Ohio's time that destroyed it. Because, like, they all had, like, went to major city. And the best part of this movie was Boston got destroyed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was fantastic.
I don't think we have anybody from Boston listening to us, so I think we're fine.
Well, if they,
Yeah. So there was the big spider. Now, are these, like, none of them I recognize as, like, people that were in Godzilla movies before.
So
the
the one
spider-
was one of the mutos or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was another one of
Mutos.
those.
Spider's in the old one.
Okay.
Mothra has been in the
Yeah, Mothra.
Rodan.
Yeah, Rodan and all the big guys.
What about the woolly
was
mammoth
the-
guy?
Woolly Mammoth is the guy I'd never seen.
Wasn't there a turtle
Yeah.
too?
That's Gamera, but he's an alien.
Was that Gamera though, for sure?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, yeah. It just kind of wanted you to think it was Gamera.
Yeah.
With the whole turtle shell, because I don't know if they own those rights to him.
I
Wasn't he
think,
produced?
I don't know. We'll keep. I've been pulling up a list of.
Is he from Ultraman?
So the monsters all gathered. I didn't really. I know that Godzilla like has the nuclear energy or whatever, but I don't understand still how a nuke to the face didn't kill him. I mean, wouldn't the
'Cause he-
concussive force from that?
No, because he absorbs nuclear energy.
But there's still force that comes off.
there's
him.
still force. Yeah,
I mean, you would think that
He's
would
big.
but he's also 300 feet tall.
But it's like a nuke to the face. And he's just
big.
like, I'm okay. Absorbed all that nuclear energy. And then he did like Colossus in the X-Men old video game that can shoot the energy out around him. That thing. That's what he did at the end. He just shot
You
energy.
do that at the end.
Turned into charcoal.
And Mothra's dust
Did
like-
turn into charcoal.
dust particles brought him back to life and turned him into the nuclear fission monster.
Well, actually, that's actually been in the old movies too. Mothra's dust is like rejuvenative.
I thought Mothra was completely stupid. From the beginning with the whole like, oh, it's a big friendly slug and well, you can talk to it and make it nice, and then it grew those giant wings. It was pretty useless.
Well,
I mean,
but that's what Mothra movies always were, because actually the woman, she's the third generation of the twins that actually control Mothra.
okay. I guess I never was a big Mothra fan.
It's one of the weirder
Is
Japanese
this the
comics.
moth? Like, how's he going to hurt anybody? He had a butt sword, though, that he put
did.
right
He
through
had that,
Rodan.
yeah, he had that hella stinger.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to be very effective, though.
Yeah, because it didn't kill him. Rodan just kept... Every time he thought Rodan was dead, he's just like, hey, I'm still here, guys.
I did like Rodan's spin move to take out all the helicopters.
That was pretty cool.
There is a spider it's called Kumanga.
Kumanga, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like Rodan's fire butt?
Yes.
Like, his
Fire
butt and the end of
cool.
his wings were just constantly on fire?
I mean, that was sort of cool. I mean, it was sort of realistic, like, him trailing and just having that path of destruction behind him.
Yeah. I felt like they kind of got... One thing in this movie I thought that was odd was sizes kept changing.
The perspectives were weird.
Perspectives were changing. So, for example, that ship that they're in was huge because Ospreys were landing in it. The fighter jets, when they were around it, were small around it.
Right.
It was huge, like this flying fortress. So when Rodan grabs, like, two of the planes, like, his claws are, like, as big as the planes.
Right.
But then in that one scene when he's chasing
When
them...
the claws are getting
the
closer.
claws are, like, it's, like, small again. I'm like, why is that ship so small? Like...
Yeah.
But then also, like when they were doing the battles and they're in Boston, okay, Godzilla falls, like, it looks like 200 feet away from the characters and they're not hurt.
Yeah. Well, then he flew him in the air, and I was like, all right, it just looks like he flew him. Then he had to like re-enter gravity.
Yeah, it was almost like he was
like,
a
the
meteor.
atmosphere. I'm like, how high did he take him?
Yeah.
He only picked him up. You could clearly see him. It's not like he brought him to the edge of the atmosphere, but apparently he did. Like, there was a lot of goofiness like that. Size changes. Then Godzilla's in his little lair in Atlantis, and you can walk up to his head.
touch his nose.
Touch his nose. I didn't understand the. I hated the dad, He was annoying.
Is it Friday Night Lights?
Friday Night Lights guy?
Because
horrible.
Early edition guy.
I hate when you introduce a guy like him who he knows better than everyone else. Even though he doesn't have their job.
And then all the military just fall in line.
Yeah. He knows how to like work the bay doors, drop a helicopter on. He's like MacGyver, you know. They're like, that's not what, they're like, oh, we think he's doing this. That's not what he's doing. He's luring them in. Oh, yeah, you're right. We're a bunch of scientists. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, but apparently you do.
Well, it was weird because it's almost like they were trying to say that he and Godzilla had some sort of former connection. Yeah.
Because Godzilla stepped on his son, apparently.
Well, yeah, that's what when
he took
opened
it
up
personal.
the pod bay doors and he stared at him. It was like, oh, I'm sorry, I killed your kid.
Well, imagine for how big Godzilla is. We must look like tiny little ants. So it'd be like you have to get down to an ant and be like, hey, oh, I see you in there.
Yeah,
you
that'd be
guys are
odd,
cool. Don't
yeah.
worry. Good thing they opened the bay doors, or I might have just trashed the shit out of this place. But you guys are hanging out in there. Which brings us to an interesting conversation. Is Godzilla's stupid face in this movie?
He was making so many like faces at the camera.
He was making like winky faces.
Yeah.
Like he was just staring.
Yeah, like I'm cool. I'm Godzilla.
Let me try and like it was almost like there should be like a thought bubble that goes, what the F
They
is
should have
that?
just let him talk.
Yeah,
Or should have had Pat Bauer.
that's perfect. It should just make.
It was kind of like that because he would do it to the humans and then do it to the monsters. It was like he was really overthinking everything. It was pretty stupid.
Yep.
So what do we think about the big fight at the end?
I thought the fights were good. Like I liked all the monsters interacting with each other. Like literally, I'd like to see a super cut of nothing but Ken Watanabe, the short-haired Asian chick, and the monsters. Those are my favorite parts of the movie.
Okay.
And then them just destroying Boston over and over again. They can just replay that over.
Did you like the lightning blast that Ghidorah would do?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
And then he did the supercharged lightning.
I like that.
That's sort of cool. I just sort of missed because in the original movies, Ghidorah was sent. Monster Zero was sent by the aliens from Planet X.
Okay.
Remember the ones that had the really weird space helmets on?
Oh yeah.
I sort of wish they would have played up the alien.
I feel like they already touched it. I think there's a threshold of disbelief that a Godzilla fan can have, or a non-Godzilla fan can have. They'd be like, "Oh, aliens sent this one down," and then like, you start to get into a realm of disbelief.
That's where we draw the line.
Well, it's where Dawn draws the line.
So speaking of Ghidorah, the cutscene at the end, they find his severed head, one of the first head he lost.
Right.
Right? What are they going to do with that?
I think they're going to turn it into Mecha Ghidorah.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Or do you think they're going to clone him?
I think they're just going to clone him.
I want a robot.
Maybe he's part clone, part... Is Mecha Ghidorah all...
No, it's like
No,
a
it's-
cyborg.
Only one head cyborg.
Maybe they're going to make, like, clone it and then have to have part robot heads and...
That could be. Or I mean, they'll find like Brock said, or maybe they're going to find a way to reactivate his regeneration power or whatever.
He got pretty dead.
Yeah, but I mean, how fast did that head
I don't think there was anything left of
Kind of
him.
melted him.
Kind of melted.
Yeah, he melted him at a molecular level.
Yeah, he got him pretty good.
Nuclear Super Saiyanism.
So, how long did it take Wolverine to regenerate from one molecule?
A day and a half.
Did he regenerate from one molecule before?
Yeah.
When Nitro blew him up.
I don't know. I don't want to see that. That would be dumb. Clone them and make a new one with the bad people controlling them.
Well, everyone knows the next one's going to be King Kong.
Yeah, so let's talk about King Kong. I was surprised he didn't make an appearance in this movie.
Well, he made there was the back of his head.
Well, I think they also said that he left Skull Island, but then they found something bigger under Skull Island.
Right.
So what would that be? A bigger
butt.
King Kong?
No, that was
T-Rex.
the people, or what was the monster that he fought? It was like the last one.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Was.
In Skull Island?
Yeah, in Skull
And like the
Island.
big one came up from out of the ground,
Yeah.
so maybe it's a bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay, those weird dinosaur things.
Right.
Yeah. Now, do you think Godzilla's much bigger now, Justin, than he was before?
I don't think Godzilla was much bigger.
Not
than
Godzilla,
like-
King Kong. Sorry, you think King Kong's going to be big?
I have no idea how they're gonna do this, because if you look at its scale, Godzilla would come up to about Godzilla's waist, maybe.
You just did what I did. You meant King Kong.
Yeah, Kong would come up to Godzilla's about his waist.
And Godzilla grew again in this movie.
Yeah, he did.
It would be over in 5 minutes. Godzilla would hit him with the atomic blast and bite his head off.
But that picture they showed of the two of them in a cave, it looks like they fought before, and they were.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the same. I think they're going to do something where he was young. If it's the same gorilla, it's that he was young at the time of Kong Skull Island.
And now he's bigger.
That took place in the 70s, and now he's grown even bigger, and he's an adult or something. I don't know. It's stupid. There's no reason for them to fight. There's nothing in the movies so far have they set up for them to there being a reason for them to fight.
Maybe when humans try to play God and bring back Ghidorah, and they make...
The only thing they said was they said, "Thank God he's on our side," and that girl said, "For now."
And then she winked at the screen.
Yeah.
So looking at Godzilla's size through the year, in 1954 they had him clocked at 50 meters. The current one is 300 meters tall.
Yeah, he's huge. He's huge. He's the size of a building.
300. God, it's 900 feet. That's insane.
Yeah.
Math podcast. We're doing some
Let's
math.
do math. Quick math. So King Kong has to be bigger now. He has to go crazy, huge ape size in order to go toe to toe with him.
Well, either that or maybe Godzilla shrinks. I don't know.
He uses all that nuclear energy. And
Well, that's when he
smaller.
loses it, and yeah.
And shrinks down to T-Rex level.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie goes, "Whoop."
What happened?
Turns into Yoshi.
Yeah, and then Godzuki shows up. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with another one. I would like less involvement from Monarch, because I thought they were pretty dumb in this movie.
I would just like less interactive action with humans in general. Kids included. Kids, just give me the short-haired Asian chick.
I was annoyed that they didn't want the military involved, and then there was the military involved, but
They can't have long hair.
Well, no, it was that short-haired girl.
Zhang Zi.
Yeah.
Shang Tsung was great.
Pretty weird.
What you were saying about the military, they didn't want them involved, but then they want them involved.
Then they are, and then it's just the one unit, and it's just the same
That's
three.
because early edition guy said they needed to team up and they had to follow his lead.
And it's just like the same three people in the military.
No, that was the Gene Unit. That was Gene Unit. G Unit.
G Unit.
There's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube Jr. Yeah.
Isn't it funny that the kid who played young Eazy-E was in Kong Skull Island from
Oh yeah.
the NWA movie?
So are you just telling me all
young
this is a
Ice Cube.
preview? Is NWA?
It's all connected.
It's a prequel of NWA.
The guy who plays Dre is going to be in the next one.
Yep.
Or no, was the guy who plays Dre in Skull Island too? I think they were both in that movie.
Or was he in the first Kong one? Or in the first Godzilla one?
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. Fun facts. So I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about
Neither
this
do I.
movie.
Can I look at the ratings?
No. No.
You should have probably done this beforehand, Ken, not right here on.
Yeah.
Live on the
Tell him
show.
no.
He's doing it. He's not telling me no.
Someone needs to tell you no.
No one tells me no.
There's your rating.
And that's the problem.
All right, so we're gonna do some ratings here. We're gonna say what we give it. Justin, would you like to start first?
2.5. Cheese wheels.
Okay. Lance, romance.
Yeah, I will also give it 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 Halo
2.5.
figures.
2.5.
Or Master Chief helmets.
Okay. Brock.
2. Nondescript baseball cap.
Solid 2.
Solid 2.
So lower than Brightburn.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Brightburn at least intrigued me.
Okay.
2 luchador masks.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm right with you. 2 Dragon Balls for this one.
Ooh. Why do you get sound effects for your
I don't know. I don't
You've
even know
now
how I
reached
did
the
that.
bonus level.
So there you go.
This might be our lowest rated movie of all times.
It's pretty low. I don't know. Last night was pretty low. Last Jedi was pretty low too. Transformers last night was also pretty low too.
Transformers is the lowest because we've got a 1 point. That's a 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you liked it, tell us why, and
And we'll mock you.
maybe we'll see another one in 5 years or whenever the next one comes out.
I mean, I'll definitely go see another one, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Good.
All right, everyone, please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends, and have a good night.
Rampage is better.
What?